right, welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is a game called Smooth Mover. Right, so I'm not exactly sure what genre this belongs to. Like, I know this game type. Um, like it's basically you gotta move your circle, I guess. Like, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be your avatar is supposed to be anything beyond like an actual circle. Like,
This seems like a geometry game mostly, so
but I mean, it's like the type of game is basically. Do you know what the irritating stick is? Like,
not by that name, but I think I've heard that before.
um, you're charged with moving in a maze, and
Yeah.
you know you don't bump the edges. This is
Uh-huh.
along those lines. Although some levels are more like the beginning levels are a bit more forgiving, but it soon descends into, you've got to move through a wall and mazes of spikes in order to complete the level, and you got to do like, very quickly it will be multiple rooms of spikes.
Also, I don't know if my computer was too fast or too slow or was just doing it wrong, but what I'm looking at this video and seeing how your circle has a trail of smaller circles behind it,
Uh-huh.
and mine was just constantly respawning the trail of circles inside the bigger circle, so it was just headache inducing.
I don't know about that. Like, I don't think I had a problem with it. I mean, that might be where the blurry bit comes from.
I think mine was doing that too, so.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm just saying I don't typically get bothered by such things.
Mm.
Uh, and yeah, this game is pretty fucking simple. It's you. It's a movement simulator basically. Um,
So the weird things about it, control-wise, are that you don't have like full range of motion. You have left and right, and then to go up and down, you have to press and let go of the jump button.
well, so here's the thing.
But
This
you
game,
can hold it. You can keep going up as long as you want.
yeah, that's because this game is operating on, Newtonian physics principles. You've got like actual velocity, you've got actual inertia. Like, once again, not a new concept in video games. Like, you can go all the way back to say Lunar Lander with this kind of control scheme. But that's to add to the difficulty. It's not a you press down and you move down, and you press left and you move left. Your movements aren't that sharp. Yeah, the difficulty is making sure you maintain the proper velocity while cornering and whatnot. And the other part is the spaces, they get tight pretty quickly. And there's also like the requisite bonus feature, which is Bitcoin, but it's not actual
I was
Bitcoin.
about to say it doesn't give you actual bitcoins, because or
Yeah,
else we'd be
it
rich sons
uses
of
the
bitches.
Bitcoin logo, and then you can use that to like unlock stuff in the in-game
Mm-hmm.
thing. I think.
It's basically the in-game currency to unlock stuff. And graphically, I guess this kind of art style is defined as 1-bit lo-fi art.
Hmm.
I mean,
Because it's
we,
stark black and white, and everything has like visible amounts of. Well, not everything has visible amounts of pixels. I think, but a lot of things do.
but it's definitely that kind of art style that we've encountered a couple of other times this year. So we'll go with that. Now, once again, this game is pretty pure in its simplicity, which is a common type of game that we review on this show.
Hmm.
Right?
Unfortunately, the simplicity seems to extend somewhat to the programming because this game has no fucking options.
Yeah.
It's auto full screen with no way to change that, And then it doesn't even have volume controls, although once you're in the game, you can go to an alleged options screen and turn either the music or sound effects off, along with a few other things that are not very meaningful.
Yeah, I'm like,
there are no control mapping, although it is at least compatible with mouse and keyboard as well as game pads.
yeah, it's just, if I didn't know better, it reeks of a lazy port kind of option.
Oh, and the main menu doesn't work well if you're trying to use mouse and keyboard because the menu options pulse larger and smaller, and your mouse does not follow the pulsing. So the options can move under your mouse.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, this game, it's okay-ish. I say ish because, it's it gets really difficult really quickly. And
yeah, the gameplay isn't bad if you're into that kind of thing. It's just the actual issues I have with the game are mostly the other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my issue was with teeth grinding difficulty. It's like, I don't really have the patience for that shit. Like,
it's not my thing, but I know some people enjoy mastering obtuse platforming. So
yeah, or obtuse movements, because you're not really platforming in this game. Platforming is a very deliberate action. Platforming is a stand-in for like jumping. This is more scurrying about a maze, avoiding spikes and enemies, and later on lasers. Anyway, and let's see here. Music's okay. Like, not something I'd buy independently of the game, but it was okay. Like, and really that's kind of my overall review of this game. It's okay. It's pretty limited, simple in what it in its designs and ambition, but it knows what it wants to do, and it's okay. It's just really fucking difficult. And the game will clock in usually at $5. It's on sale for $3.74. That's a good price for it. Like, final thoughts from you guys?
I wasn't a particular fan of the controls, but I'm guessing that was also by design, so...
It's very deliberate.
Yeah, if you want to master obtuse controls and a difficult platformer, and you can handle all of the no options and shit stuff, go ahead, sure, whatever.
I didn't pick it up, so I got no opinion on it, really.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so that'll about do it for Smooth Mover here. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Foxyland 2.